Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Harry and I talk about code around these parts, both front end, back end, and window panes. Why window panes? Weird. We are back in our XDaysSince series, episode number 2. And this one's going to be a fun one where we get to make something new. I mean, we get to make the create new incident page. If you've been following along, we've gotten a lot of videos in the past, like the skeleton, making database support, making authentication, all those things. And today, we're going to kind of add some user interaction by letting you make your own incident. So, less talky, more typey. No. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're adding basic support for creating a new incident. So essentially this page where you can create a new XDaysSince incident. Last episode, what a funny thing to say, we made basic database support. So if you go to index, you can see that we're pulling from database. We made some, fixture data in the database. As you can see right here, a few things just created them, so they're there, that's what we're seeing here, but what we really want to do is let people make their own and not just directly talk to our MongoDB database, because that's a weird thing to do. And for that, we're going to need a form, because that's how you let people input things in the page. And in our use case, we're going to use Formik as our library of choice, because form management by hand, by yourself in React is unpleasant, to say the least. It's fine to do and it does work, but it's not how I want to be spending my days. Oh my gosh. That was a big warning I've never seen before, but does my website still work? Yeah, so I don't really care. So we have Formik installed and we're going to go to the create page, and they have a lovely getting started page which kind of gives you an overview. And if you've learned anything from this series, you know how much I'm a big fan of the carbs, and by that I mean copy pasta. So I am going to do that where I've used Formik in the past. I'm not an expert by any means, but I just want to get enough to be dangerous here. So I want to just copy and paste this basic stuff here and get a form working on the page. So let's add this, copy paste. Ooh. Roll down. Nope. What is the keyboard? Let's just select that all, go down, scroll. Okay, that's not working obviously. How do I keep selecting? There we go. Okay. That copy pasta was harder than I expected, but that's fine. Let's paste it into here and save it. And we got some fun errors, but that's fine. In my README, I actually wrote down a note that we want to have just 2 inputs. We want to have title and last occurred. So let's just do that. We want to have title. So here, initialize this title is going to be empty, and then last occurred, which if I can spell it, should be now. Date now, like that. I always get dates confused. Validate, I'm just going to comment this out for now because I don't actually worry about that. I'm just going to return, return errors just for now. That's fine. Actually, let's just keep this as is. It's probably not going to do anything. On submit, that's fine. So field type is input, name is title. And this is going to be last occurred. So this is going to be a date. This is going to be last occurred. And save it. And create a new day since. And here we go. Why I didn't? Okay, so this should be today. So maybe if I change this to new date is what it's going to show. It should default to today. Save that. Refresh the page. Nope. That's fine. Today is a great day. And this is a title. And if I submit that, nothing happens, which is the best thing when something like that happens. Console, Oh, the form is just this, which is, I can dig that. This is the required format of year, month, day. I don't know why it's asking for that. Field type date. Let's just do, yeah, I don't really care. I have the form working right here. So this is the form. And then on submit, it should set submitting. I think that's just throwing an error there. If I do comment that out and I submit that, if it's no, so this is required. Oh, because it actually is erroring here. So if there's no title, it's required. Errors title. And then let's just remove this for now. Like that. So refresh the page. This is my title. This is today. And there we go. So it's correctly showing me the pop-up from here. If I hit OK, if I delete that, it should, well, this should still show, but obviously I'm just trying to make this real fast. If I do this, submit it, I should get an error because there's no, if there's no last occurred, let's save that, like this. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. Maybe I have to read the documentation for that. But things are working already. If I remove this, I have no title, and I submit it, it's showing me required. And that's how Formik kind of works, where with the errors, it's going to show if there's a error on the object called title, it'll show this error message, which I'm not styling things right now. I'm just going to make things work, but that's for right now. Oh, set submitting. There we go. Disabled is submitting. And then where's that coming from in this example? Set submitting. Oh, it's being passed into here. Got it. So we actually do want that. Oh, that's nice that Formik does that for you. If I do date, is it going to show me default as date? I want an input type of date. Input type date includes the year. The time does not support. Yeah, this is all I want. How do I get the default date? That's what I want to know. Is there a way to do it? I think we'll ignore that for now because I just want it to work. I'd have to format things correctly, which I guess I could do if I really wanted to. I could do, oh man, the format is year, month, date. There's a new API in JavaScript for that, right? To do that, there's JavaScript date format. I thought there was a new one. There's also a library for it, which is to install a new library for it, which is such a pain. If I want to do today, so this is my way of coding. So new date, and I want to get a.get year. No, get full year. Yes, so this is get full year, which is good. And then a get full month. Nope, get month. Which is, I think is 0 index, because this is actually June. So that's going to be +1. January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, that's 6. Then a get date, which is 7, which is correct. So if I were to get today's date, let's do this. A little function here for this. Get today's date. Date equals new date. And we'll return date.get full year plus, we'll need a dash, get date get month plus 1 dash. This is going to be date get date. Save that. Copy that. Put this here. Save that. Now if I refresh it. Oh my god. Come on, man. It needs to be 0 padded. Oh, that's so annoying. A equals new date. A is get full, get date, get UTC day, get UTC month. Oh my gosh. How do you make that formatted correctly? If it's a single digit. Oh man. Do I have to just brute force this? Is that the way I have to do it? That's so annoying. Get month, so let's do this. Month equals this, and then we're gonna say month equals if month to string, so put it into a string. If the length is equal to 1, then we're gonna say 0, 0 month or month, right? So month, month, month. Let's put that there. This would be a great thing to TBD. Why is this yelling at me? This is going to be a string forever. Always a string. To string to make TypeScript happy. Like that. If I save that, there we go, 0.6. And we're gonna do the same thing for date. So let's do this over here. So day. This shall be day. And if there's a better way to do this, I am all ears, but for the sake of just getting this working, I am, what is that to fix? To fixed. To precision? What does that do? I don't know what that means. To precision. Oh, nah, we're not gonna worry about that right now. We're just gonna do our old little silly way of doing things. I feel like I'm on a coding test. And let's just copy and paste this. Make this fast. Like that. Oops, I went day. Save it. And now if I refresh it, look at that! Got it working. We have the default day here. And let's add a little bit of formatting here because it's a little bit confusing. Let's do placeholder. Imagine that's a thing to do. Placeholder equals title. There we go. And then placeholder here. Well, there's no placeholder there. Title of the incident, which is a weird thing to say, but that's fine. And then let's just group these in a div like that and like that. There we go, cool. So a little bit better formatted, but we have the title of the incident, whee, and the date, which is defaulting to today, and then we have on submit happening. So if it's not there, it's required, does not exist on type objects. Thanks. I'm going to say title undefined and last occurred. Undefined. All right, chill out. Ugh. TypeScript, you gotta chill out, man. You're great, but sometimes you're really annoying. Refresh. And now it's mad at me. Because it doesn't want anything on there. Type, I'm just gonna do object. Oh my gosh. How do I make this be quiet? Key string. There you go. TypeScript is happy. I'm happy. Things are great. This is required. Great. Can I make this red? I don't really care. All right, so this is the form to add a new thing. And what's next? We had Formik. We created the form. All right, cool. So let's just save that for now. Let's, we had added this, so yeah. Add Formik and create the create incident form. which is a nice little stopping point right there. Cool. So one thing done. Next step is to make it actually save. So we have to make an endpoint to save this into the database. And this is going to be a lot of fun and a lot of moving parts. So let's make this bigger so I have more space to do these things in. Next.js has built-in support for making APIs if you have an API folder. And here's an example, which is nice. We want to make a create endpoint. So we'll make an API, new create.ts. Let me find the API, dynamic API routes. And then they should have one with TypeScript. TypeScript, there we go. Here is the example. So now I can copy and paste this, and it should just return John Doe. So the way I can access this, if I go to API/create, it's returning the JSON response. But that means that it's just an endpoint, kind of like a serverless function, so I can put whatever I want in here. So this request, I'm actually going to want it to be a post request, so I can actually post a request to it. So let's delete this hello, because I don't need this, and we're going to use it. Goodbye. Where's my create? Here's my create. Let's actually make this API call. Here's the stringified values, and then we're going to say fetch API create. We're going to do method post, and body we're going to do JSON stringify values, like that. So, and this is going to be await. Await. I don't need this to be in this set timeline anymore, actually. Goodbye. This can be the async function. And then, there we go. So, let's try catch that. Try catch. Await this. If there's an error, then set error. Is that a thing I can do? Set error. We'll do set error. Is there any typings for this here? On submit takes in Formik helpers. Set submitting. Uh-oh, am I spelunking? I don't want to spelunk. No! Stop it! Formik helpers of values. Void values, Formik helpers. Set errors. Mainly set errors object. Set field error. Do set errors. I guess that's the name of it. That's the thing I like about TypeScript is you can kind of splunk down and get things real nice and easy. So let's do set errors, and we're going to say submitting. Whoa, submitting server error, like that, and then we'll return like that. Submitting known properties. So let's just say on here. Let's just put on here. Submitting is going to be false. I don't know what I'm doing, but this should return throw pane. Sure. Let's see what happens. So I go back to here, and if I submit this, it's required. If I do it here, submitting false, and here we go. 500 internal error, but nothing else happened in here, which is fine. But this is the actual endpoint that we were trying to hit when we were hitting the endpoint. Here it is, and it's an internal server error, which is exactly what I wanted to see happen. And here's the pane being thrown here. Cool. That is good. We're going to see that. Submitting false, that obviously didn't do anything. I will worry about that again later. We're just going to remove all this like that. Catch. We'll just console log it for now. Console error, error, like that. And remove this set errors. Okay, so where are we here? API routes. We want to actually handle the post response. So if the method, so this is why I love copy pasta, because it's so easy to just know what to do. So we're going to say if the request method is not post, then post@, then we just want to return a 401, an unknown. Oh man, HTTP status codes. We want to do unknown. What is it? Server errors, client errors, bad requests, due to unauthorized, forbidden, not found, method not allowed. That's what we want. Method not allowed. 405. And we shall return. However, if it is a post, then we want to handle it. So we want the body equals request body. Well, let's just console log that for now and see what happens. The console log method of coding. This alert needs to go away. Here it is. The console log. Where's my this alert? Go away. And this is working correctly. So if I actually go in here and do body.title, and I save that, it's undefined because I have to parse it. JSON parse, like that. Save it, run that ASDF. There we go. We now have things working correctly. That is pretty good. And then we want to actually save this in our database. And we are going to go to our database, which is here. And we want to make on our incident DAO create. So let's grab this incident DAO. Let's do creates. I want to have this be title string last occurred. It's going to be a string as well. And here is the incident, and we're going to be insert one. And it's going to be, oh, we need to know the user too, don't we? So this needs essentially the incident is what we need it to be. And we're actually going to make our lives a little bit easier and not worry about this. We're just going to do connected database. So this is going to be db equals await connected database. Kind of wrap that into here. Maybe we'll refactor their stuff. Don't worry about it. But this is going to be a incident. But we're going to choose a few fields that we want. We want it to be is it omit? I think, yeah, omit. So we don't want all the fields on there. We want to omit ID, and that's it. Yes, that's it. We just want to omit ID. Everything else is going to be passed into us. So this DB collection does not exist on type DB. Ah, there we go. And then we're going to do insert one. We're going to do incident, and this is also going to have to do, and also we don't need created, because we'll do that ourselves. Created, so created equals new, actually no, created is being given to us, isn't it? It is actually. You are wrong, Harry. That should be it. And then we just return that. Okay. And then let's go back to here. So what we want to do is we have the body, which has the title and last occurred, and the other part of the instance that we need is the, well, I guess created we do need to create, I guess, because that's when we actually made the thing. So let's actually go bring that back. I am wrong. One more time. Created, and then created is just going to be new date like that. Cool. So this is ID created. We have last occurred title. We need the creator ID. So next auth, which I don't have open in a tab, has a way for me to get the, let's make this bigger, it's hard to navigate, the client API, REST API. I need to get the user ID that is calling things, client API. Here we go. Get session. I need server side, yes. So I need to get the session and get the client ID, which maybe has things. Let's find out. Let's find out. So I go back to the create endpoint and I go into here, get session, and this is going to be now async. Let's console log the session like that. And here we are. Do this. There's no session. Well, that's great. There should be a session. Session or no? It holds. No, there should be a session for sure. I sign out. Home. Sign out. Sign in. Create. And I do here. No session. So that's just not working, which is super. Get CSRF token, sign in, sign out, provided options, custom, use session. Maybe I'm going to worry about this later because that should be working and it's not. For now, we'll just ignore it and I'll figure that out later. But what I should be able to do is to do, I'm going to do db dot, oops, we'll say incident DAO, create, and this should take in the body like that. Oh, wait. Result. Let's log the result like that. And if I do this, ooh, look at that. Things are working. A lot of things, but I don't, it's ops inserted count, but it actually inserted in this thing here. So, oh my, this is a big object. Oh, result, that's what we want. So let's actually modify this right now a little bit to make it a little bit easier. We'll say result equals, and we'll say return success is results.ok equals 1, and then we can also return the object created. So we'll do I think that's it. We'll just do that. Just do return success. Save that. And we'll say if it's results, and we'll also include the response. We should do ops 0, like that. Result.ops 0. So let's clear this console, submit this again. Here we go, success true, response is that. Which means that if I go to home, here we have those things. We're actually making our own incidents. How cool. I'm not really doing the full thing here, but there's more error handling to add in, but that's just working by and large, which is awesome. There's more things I want to do, but I think that's kind of the raw effect, and the video is long enough, which I think we'll just keep it there. But we got a form working that's making an incident. Pretty cool. Okay, that was adding basic support for creating a new incident, which is kind of fun. It's working. I'm happy with it. It's a little bit more polishing, but that requires a little bit more deep thinking that I'll do offline, not bother you with it, but kind of just the raw version of me working on that things there. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. Thank you for watching it with me. That was the video. There'll be another one coming out next week. So if you're not a subscriber, do become one to catch these as they come to your inbox, your YouTube inbox. And until then, stay happy, stay coding. See you next time.